Here's a contentious one. Should conscription be reintroduced? That may seem very far-fetched, and indeed it's a conversation that has been had many times over the last few years or decades. However, over the last year or two, in particular since the invasion of Ukraine by Russia, it has been discussed more and more in military and political circles. And with military analysts predicting that we may very well find ourselves in a full-scale war with Russia within 20 years, but more than likely within the next 1 to 5 years, at a time when our army is at its smallest for decades, if not centuries, does make this a serious conversation that must be discussed and considered. In fact, you could argue, is the government actually planning this by stealth, and is this a reason that by their actions they are literally encouraging criminals to elbow their way into our country? Who knows? After all, they have certainly made the climate as such that it is increasingly tempting for people to make their way here. Just recently, on the quiet, they have actually given 16,000 illegal migrants the right to go out and work, and all they need to do is contribute to their accommodation. They will be paid slightly less than other workers, but I doubt that it would be below the national minimum wage, because that would contravene their human rights, wouldn't it? And on that note, if this is going to happen, then we would need to leave the ECHR, because we can't have people abstaining and objecting to serve their country because they have issues with pronouns, they identify as a cat, they suffer from gender dysphoria, or because they are religious bigots. Male or female, any faith, no matter how they identify, drafting people into the army, a secular army with no excuses and no enforcement of any faith whatsoever, a purely secular British conscription service may be just what our country needs. I would strongly support this. In fact, we could even start by working our way backwards and taking on people who are already here and forcing them to serve. It could also be aligned with some sort of education while they are conducting or serving in the army, so that they could study and undergo military training at the same time, so it really wouldn't affect their career prospects, and for many people it may even open doors for them. I'd love to know your thoughts, and I'm sure many of you are screaming at the screen just as I'm saying this, but I think it would probably be the best thing that could ever happen for our country, and we could then change things. Imagine, rather than us cringing and fuming when boats arrive, the attitude could be welcome. Take a walk over there, pick up your kit, polish your boots, and do as you're told. Welcome to the UK. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now, and I'll see you next time.